Are you in the market for a budget DJ controller? Well, the Pioneer DDJ-400 is the one for you. So today we're going to talk about a product review for the DDJ-400. It's an amazing DJ controller from the one and only Pioneer, industry standard in my opinion. But let's get stuck into it. So the first thing is the look and feel. So these DJ's decks on the side just look exactly the same as a CDJ. It's what you get in the club. It's absolutely perfect for getting stuck in and learning how to use a CDJ as well, because it's so transferable. It's one of the main reasons why I got this in the first place, because I've DJed in the past mainly with DVS set up, but with the CDJ, the format and the layout is so intuitive because it just looks exactly the same apart from these performance pads here. So for me, that is super easy decision, tick number one. So that's fine. The other aspect to it was that when I tested out a lot of the other DJ controllers like the Roland 202 and the S2 from Native Instruments, the Tractor, some of the pitch shifts and the channels were a bit like sort of loose, and they didn't really have much like resistance to them. So when you're moving these, it feels like you can just nudge them slightly and it only moves minimal. So that's more effective when you're using the pitch shift. So that's really helpful. On the Crossfader, it loosens up over time, which is absolutely fine. But you know, you probably want a bit of give on the Crossfader anyway. So that's that. The other aspect to it was more to do with the software and the compatibility. So Rekordbox is the software that comes with it. You can see it here. It says Rekordbox DJ, Pioneer DJ. Now for me, I was used to using the DVS setup with the turntables before, which was Serato based. And to be fair, I absolutely love Serato, and I'm not going to knock it. But Rekordbox actually sort of blew me out the water a little bit, because some of the features in there were great. Like the bit on Rekordbox that I really love is the side panel on the table, and it tells you related tracks by BPM, which is easy. But then you've got like things like the key and the harmony. So when you're mixing, you really want to get into that harmonic mixing, which is absolutely spot on. So it's not a problem. It makes your life a lot easier. So the other thing as well that really sort of hit home for me was when I found out that you can DJ with Spotify. But the only downside to this is that you can't use Rekordbox to do that. Rekordbox allows you to connect in Beatport, which is absolutely brilliant. If you want to spend £40 a month though, to be fair, that's quite a lot per month. But cheaper, you can get $9.99 a month. You can get the SoundCloud Go, plus they get the integration, and you basically stream the music to Rekordbox. But back to Spotify, they give you a leaflet in the box when you open up this DJ controller. So it's a software called DJ. It's DEEJ, J-A-Y. So that software there connects to the Spotify itself, which is really good. But I've read online, I've not purchased it myself because it cost about £50 or £60, and I've read the reviews and they're not great. They're saying on the reviews that the software is a bit glitchy, and also, and by that what they mean is that when they're DJing out live and they've got the Spotify track saved in the background, or even they're streaming live on the internet, it will just cut out. And in actual fact, I went to a bar about 6 months ago, and I'm pretty sure this guy was DJing with the DJ software, and it just cut out. It cut out about 3 times in the night, and everyone was booing the DJ. So you don't really want to have that when you're DJing. So it's one to bear in mind if you're going to move on to going to DJing in bars and clubs. But the other aspects, going back to the actual DDJ-400 itself, from a hardware point of view, what I absolutely love about this is the secondary function. So you've got the shift buttons here, and here, and what that allows you to do is to select, hold down shift and select the secondary function. So you have hot cue, beat loops, beat jumps and sampler, so they're all great features. So it's like you can do sort of like these loops and actually make the loop shorter and then build up to a drop. That's what a lot of DJs use. James Hype is actually quite famous for that, I believe. So the other aspect is the keyboard, the pad effects, and pad effects too, so it actually extends into more pad effects, and then the key shift, so you can actually play it going up and down the scale, which I don't know why you would use that, but that's like an extra one at the end. But yeah, this is really great feature, and overall I would say the value for money is there for a beginner DJ. The one thing I would say is with the DDJ-400 is there's only 2 channels, and if you wanted to extend into more hardware connecting off the back, because there's only one RCA port and a USB to then power it, it's a bit limited. But having said that, if you're a beginner DJ, then this is absolutely spot on. You don't need much else, to be honest with you. One last thing I would say is that these jog wheels are absolutely like so smooth, it's unreal. Some of the others that I've used are a lot smaller in size, and they're too light. There's no like balance to the weight. But this is not too heavy, it's not too light, it doesn't feel like really plasticky, and yeah, it just feels fantastic here to use in comparison. Let's go into just a couple of examples of how to use some of the pads, and that's it. I would say you should get rocking with this. It really is transferable to the CDJs that you'll have in a club. Okay, so here you can see is the beat loop or the pad effects is selected, and then that means the pad effects 1 is selected, so that's ready. So you can hear it's cutting out, it's doing something, and that's doing like a chorus sound and ready for like a jump beat. Can you hear that? Really cool sounds. It's just so much fun to play around with. So this one here is a bit like a stop when you press stop on a normal turntable. Nice echo sound. Another echo sound. Reverb. And that sort of chops it off, and then you can whack it back in. And then if you want to rewind, and then you're done. So there's some great examples of what you can actually do when mixing. Another cool thing is if you're actually DJing out live and you want to like turn down and mix, you can use this filter here, LPF, which is a low pass filter, HPF is high pass filter. You can bring it down, and then when it builds back up, yeah, it's just a lot of fun. So hopefully you enjoyed my review of the DDJ-400. So if you want to check out some reviews that I've done of other products, you can go on to beatmatchguru.com. I've actually got the full review and the article in the recommended product section at the end, so crack on and look at that. Google Beatmatch Guru and you will find my homepage, and there's lots of other tips for DJing, like EQ mixing tips and top 50 tracks to learn for beginners. So I hope you enjoy DJing, guys. Get stuck in.